can start to dissect this beat funnel, particularly, or this sales funnel, particularly looking at selling beats and beat packs off the back of that on a third-party distributor or checkout, preferably BeatStars, Airbit. Custom stores as well are fine. Anything where you can link a PayPal or a Stripe really is Stripe account to, and then have a kind of a back end off that is particularly useful. If you're not sure on what I'm talking about, you can go to home.beatfunnels with a z.com/home, and there's an actual page there where I've kind of gone through. So the idea is that we bring traffic in at the top of the funnel, which obviously is going to be from our social medias. So that's things like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. And then from there, of course, we could also have paid traffic. That would be that would also be things like paid ads if we use Facebook or Instagram for that. And then from that, we're going to then in the top of the funnel, we're going to have our first stage in there, which is going to be our free beats. And this will be a beat pack that's probably consists of 3 to say 5 beats that we've made that have got commercial rights. So the person downloading them, the rapper or the artist downloading them, can then sell them by stick their bars over the top of it or whatever they want to do, and then sell them online. And the general way that I work is that when I kind of plan this out and suggest this to people and clients, I would go allow them to have 500 sales and 2,000 streams. Don't allow them to have anything more than that, because what you want to be able to do is entice them back for a more long-term lease. So if you give them 500 sales and 2,000 streams, by the time that they've done the 5,000 sales at $1 or whatever it is, they'll have $500, which means that they could potentially invest it back into the funnel and get a funnel set up in order to sell more beats and more things like so. Okay, you can see how the economy is working here. So once they're in at the free beats and we've given them commercial rights, we're then going to grab their email address. And this email address is really useful for a number of reasons. The biggest reason why we want their email address is because we can sell things later to them down the line, which is something that I don't think many producers understand. If you, by capturing that email address, you're able to then sell anything else that as long as they're subscribed to your mailing list and they don't unsubscribe, you're able to basically drive email marketing to them and sell them things. And that doesn't have to be just beats. It can be services that you're providing as well as services that you're providing. You can also do things like courses or anything like presets, sample packs that we can talk about as well. We'll talk about sample packs next week. Done services. Affiliate marketing. If there's particularly things that you're using to make beats and you think are quite useful, you can then drive traffic to your affiliate marketing links. They can buy those products from there, and you get kickback from being an affiliate as well. And that's something that can be quite useful and a nice little kind of like sideline for things. So people make millions a year selling affiliate marketing. You can do a kind of a smaller version of that by basically having them on your mailing list and then be like, well, check out the sample pack that I used. If you use this link, you'll give me kickback, and that's something that is good for me, but also good for you, because then you get me telling you more about this stuff. Okay. The other reason why the email is really important is that we can use it to nurture your mailing list. So, for example, if you go in with a cold email, the conversion rate is about 1%. If you nurture the list, you get around about 10 to 15% of conversion, which if you can get that into your head, if that means if you've got 1,000 people on your mailing list and 100 people, which would be 10%, buy from you a beat in a month, and your beat is $30 for the basic lease or whatever, that's a $3,000 month that you will have had. Okay, So you can see why the importance of a mailing list is, because it basically means that you're not leaving an open door for customers that don't necessarily want to buy at that point, but you can follow them up. If you just have a BeatStars link, people just won't return. The chances are that people will see your stuff, think, oh, that was nice, I enjoyed that, and then they'll just leave, and they'll never give you custom again. Whereas if you've at least got their email captured, you can follow up with them, and there's lots of different things we can do with that email, which is legitimate and ethical. Of course, we're always abiding by the ethical standards that we need to, but we can drive traffic into those funnels, get email addresses, build a mailing list, and then we kind of have got a fan base or customers that have either thought about or considered buying or have bought products from us, Beats and whatever, in our mailing list, and we can do that. The other thing is that a mailing list, you own that. I don't think many people know this. When you have followers on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, subscribers on YouTube in that case, you don't own those. The social networking that you're using, or the site that you're using, own those subscribers, okay, or owns those followers. You do not own those, okay? The way you own your traffic is you get hold of their email address, because once you have them on your list, that's your ownership of that. Until then, it's not ownership. You don't own those people. So if Twitter or Instagram closed down later, or tomorrow, or whatever, so if Twitter closed down tomorrow, Elon Musk decided, well, let's get rid of Twitter, or Twitter goes down for 3 days because the work, whatever. Where is your market to sell people to? You don't have anybody if you don't have a mailing list. It gets very hard to sell it. Whereas if you've been nurturing your mailing list and you've got built relationship and you've built trust with your mailing list, as soon as you start to get to the point where that may happen, you've got a red hot mailing list that want to buy. Like, they're already converted, they already know what you do, you've given them trust and you've given them value, and they understand what you're doing. Then what you do from that is you're able to then jump in and say, hey, buy this. And people are like, okay, great, I trust what you do, I know that you're a legit person, you've given me loads of value, what's there not to... Oh, and we'll stick a whopping great big irresistible offer on the end of it as well. So people are like, well, what is there to lose? The friction is so low at this point that there's no reason why people wouldn't buy from it, because we've worked that we've built trust with them, we've got a relationship with them, we've given them a good offer, and also we've worked together, and it makes sense. And also, if you sell products to them before, it makes it a lot easier as well, because products are able to be you're able to sell more to people once they've sold, you've bought one thing, because the friction's a lot less. They understand that. And then obviously we can do like reverse guarantees. So I generally wouldn't do it with a $7 beat pack, but you could do it if you wanted to. If people are a little bit skeptical about it, you could be like, well, if you don't sell any beat, if you don't sell any of your track shoes and any of my beats, you can get a more, your money back after 60 days or whatever. You can work it like that. Okay, so once we've got their email address and they've signed up for the free beats, we then ping them an email using like Sendinblue or MailerLite. It's a free service. Use Zapier to hook it in, so you can basically send an email address from your funnel into Zapier, which will then send an email address, and then from there they'll send an email saying, download your free beats, here they are, enjoy. There we go. Okay, what we do then is we make sure that we stick an upsell, okay, because we want to be able to make money from this funnel, okay? That's the idea. We want to be able to drive traffic in and people to buy it. So what we're going to do is just going to stick an upsell. So in this case, if we talk about beat pack, we're going to sell the entire beat pack. So for example, yesterday I made a pseudo beat pack that actually didn't exist, but it was basically the idea was there was 5 Drake type beats in the free pack, and then I gave away like 50 Drake type beats in the full pack, and I sold it for $27. Now, for people who got alarm bells ringing about, well, $27, how am I going to make a living off that if I'm selling that to people? If you boil it down if you have an irresistible offer, more people will probably buy. Well, it's shown that more people buy your product at a lower value than they do at a higher value. So if you sell it at a lower ticket offer, that means lower price, when you go to make the sale, more people are likely to make a sale. So if people land into your offer and it's irresistible, it's a really good offer and you're selling it for like $27, yes, you're going to make a loss originally, but as soon as more people buy that offer, they've done two things. They've bought an offer that's cheaper, so they feel more value and they've got value from you, and also they've the friction's gone. They've bought a product from you and there's no friction anymore, which means that when you go to sell your other products with the follow-up mailing, they'll already be warm because they know what you do, they know what products you sell, you've provided, again, you've built a relationship and trust, and people are then able to convert over to it and be like, yeah, that's great. So you're selling your beat pack for how much here? 97. Well, I know that the $27 one that you gave me was amazing value. Oh, and you've also stuck some more offers into there. Yeah, I'm totally up for that. And that becomes easy money. Once you've warmed your audience up and you've given them a irresistible offer, it makes it a lot easier to make those big ticket sales. People like Russell Brunson, who is a master of click funnels and that sort of stuff and sales funnels, he has that strategy. I've bought one of his books. In fact, his book is here. So I bought this book, Expert Secrets, okay, and I've got his other ones on Kindle. I just bought this because I wanted it in paper copy. So I bought this book, and then I realized that Russell was doing a course called One Funnel Away, which is basically about building your first sales funnel. It's 30 days, and I won't try and sell it now, but basically you do 30 days of like an hour teaching, and then you do some work every day, and you work towards launching your first funnel, which I did 2 years ago, and it was mildly successful as well. It's worth saying that leads, customers, potential customers, or leads as we call them, are like the lifeblood of what we do. As far as if you don't have leads, you don't have a business because you're not making money. Okay. So Russell Brunson did that. I bought the course, and then he upsells straight away when you get the course to go to his. At the time, he was giving away like $300 tickets to his. I think it was Funnel Hacking Live that happens in the summer. And he was selling that to us, and that's what he did. But then, obviously, once you've done that, you can then sell even higher tickets. So you can then join his coaching program, which is like 25 grand a year, and you get to basically sit in a room with Russell Brunson and all these other people who have paid that money. It's like a mastermind, and you can basically learn from them about how to do that. And then on top of that, you can get Russell to basically he'll fly you to Boise, Idaho, where he's based, where these guys are based. ClickFunnels. He'll sit in an office with you for like a day. He'll build a funnel. He'll write the copy. He'll do the sales letter. He'll do all of that stuff, and that's like $250,000. So you can see where it kind of works. Okay, you can see that it kind of funnels down. So that's the top end, and at the bottom end is like the book and the course or whatever, and then you can build it up. So that's the idea. So you start with a low ticket offer, free low ticket offer. So it's like $25 or whatever, $27. Then you can go to like a full beat pack with whatever stems or whatever for like 97. Then you can go up a level and be like, well, do you want to know how to let me do some mix and mastering for you? And then you can then be like, well, hang on a second. There's producers out there who are trying to do the same thing that that are wanting to do what I do. I can then sell a course, and then you can sell a course at like $250. And then on top of that, you could be like, well, instead of you do a one-to-one instead of one-to-many, and be like, well, why don't you buy my one-to-one program where I'll sit with you on Zoom and I'll talk you through my strategy in order to, build beats or build business or do whatever that is, how to get placements and do it that way. And you can start to see straight away that once you get a kind of a full stack funnel, you can start to work out where the money and where the investment is kind of coming from as well, I think. Okay, so once you've done that, then you're going to send them to a checkout page, and then once they've done that, so checkout page will be your beat stars. So you'll make a private private pack with a offer. So we're saying as well, because it's a one-time offer on the upsell page, you can sell the pack that isn't private at a higher price, and then if people buy that pack and they find out later that you've done a one sell offer, you'd be like, well, that's why you should join my mailing list, or that's why you should check out my site, and do it that way. And then from there, what you can do is you can then they'll check out, you'll get paid, they'll get their beats, they'll be happy, and all is well. If they don't decide to do the upsell, what you then do is you send them to a thank you page that is built in the funnel. And the thank you page basically says, here's your download. I'm sending them to your email, but if you want them quicker, download them here. And all there is a download button that says, click on the button below to download your free samples or beat pack. Sorry, yeah, beat pack this week. Beat pack. And then that'll just take you to a Google Drive, a Mega upload, a WeTransfer, whatever it is. I probably wouldn't use WeTransfer, but like Dropbox and stuff. And then from there they can get the beats and download them, and all is well. And then what you do is, this is the magic. They haven't checked out and they haven't bought your stuff. You can then go like a day later. You can follow up and say, hey, you downloaded the free beats. Do you really like them? How are they working for you? You know that you can download a new. You can buy the full beat pack, and then you can, over like the space of like 3 days, try and pitch to them to buy it. You'd be like, oh, this is a one-time offer. You're not going to be getting this anytime unless you do it now. Go. And then 2 days later you go, this offer isn't going to stay around for ages. I literally need to get rid of this offer. I'm closing it down. Like, you need to buy this like now, otherwise it's gone. And then you can go 12 hours before it ends. You can go, I'm closing this at midnight. You need to buy this by midnight, otherwise the offer's gone and you're never going to get that again. And then you can finally go like 3 hours before. This is closing at midnight. This is your last chance. You don't want to miss this offer. You're never going to get it again. If you don't get this offer now, that's it, gone. Bang. And then you can close it, or scrap the offer. Obviously scrap the offer for those. You don't scrap the offer for everybody. And you can do it that way. And that's kind of an effective thing. We're using urgency because people are known to buy products. The way psychology works, people buy products when they think it's a good offer, which is a good offer, but people buy it and then they don't want to miss out, so they'll like buy it. And by that point, you've already warmed them up. They've used your beats. They know what it's like. They know, they have a feeling for it. And then from there, you can then just, it's just easier to close that gap. Okay, so that's kind of the whole kind of funnel process. That's a basic funnel. Of course, funnels can expand, and also you can have more simple funnels than that. But that's like a basic kind of 3-stage funnel, which obviously collects emails, gives them something away for free, which is called a lead magnet, and also follow up with an upsell as well. So hopefully, I hope you found that useful. I'm gonna try and download this and upload this to, I might try and upload it to Instagram Reels. I don't know if you can do that, but yeah, that's something that I'm going to do. So hopefully that's something that's useful. Has anybody got any questions before I jump off? I've been talking for a little while now. But yeah, I thought I would just jump on and talk to you. I'll give you a few seconds to write message or give some love hearts, and then I'll delay if you're going to write a message, because I know it can be a little bit time consuming. Great. I'm glad you found it useful. Feel free to reach out to me if you want to know more. I'm currently offering free funnel design, so if you want to see what a funnel looks like for you, reach out to me and I can design you a free funnel, and you can kind of get the idea of how it would work, and you can kind of visualize it for you as a producer, beat maker, with your branding and your stuff, and then from there we can take it from there. But yeah, I hope you found that useful. Please share this this account and this thing. My intention is to build give people resources to be able to do this. My intention isn't to only sell my services, but I want to also be able to help beat makers and music producers produce funnels to help them grow their selling businesses is basically the fundamental of why I'm doing this. So feel free to, share this with people who might find this useful. I'd really appreciate that. I hope you have a great day wherever you are and are going into the weekend. Have a good weekend. I will be around on DMs if you want to message me for further chats, or you want to take it further and see a design of your funnel. I can do that. I'm on DMs. By all means, reach out to me. So have a good weekend and a good day and then a good weekend. And I will see you very soon for another Funnel Friday, where I'm going to talk you through next week. I'm going to talk you through how to build a funnel for selling sample packs. Awesome. Thank you. Goodbye.